Hey, what's up, guys? Some of you have been asking questions lately. Things have been kind of tough, especially the last week. Cold front that's moved through and fishing's gotten a little tough. Well, this kind of happens in the springtime. When you get these cold fronts moving through, you'll have spurts. What we've noticed during this trip was we had intermittent cloud cover, so we would have these clouds that would just blanket the sky, and it seems like fishing was just shut down. Like most people was saying that they just couldn't figure out what was going on. What we figured out was when the sun would come out, it seems like they would start biting. So, but what do you do like during the periods where you got cloud cover? Well, what we figured out was most of the bass at that time were down in the grass. We noticed that they were just all stacked up in the grass. Maybe we asked ourselves, are they just feeding down? We didn't know. But it seemed like when the sun came out, they started feeding up, and that's probably true. So we asked ourselves, well, what can we run through that grass to get them, to entice them to bite? What we did was we threw a jig, got nothing, no bites. But of course, the grass would just clump up around your jigs, and that probably had something to do with it. So I got the idea that maybe they're in there feeding on those little pin minnows that are hiding in that grass. And when they get a cloud cover, they probably see them better than they do looking up. They probably can't see too good looking up for shad that are coming overhead. We were thinking that they were in there getting oxygen or something, but we kind of think that was what was going on too. But to me, it just seemed like when we figured out the pattern, it just felt like they were feeding down when the clouds came in, and then as soon as the sun came out, they were looking to feed up. So, and we used this as a pattern throughout the day once we figured it out, and I think that's what the pattern ended up being. We switched to a little swim bait about the size of those little minnows that are hiding in the grass there, and sure enough, we started getting bites during cloud cover. For you guys that are asking, what am I missing? What are they biting on during these cold fronts? Just watch this video and you'll get kind of an idea. And here's another thing too. When they get kind of like that, where they're just not in the mood to really bite, or you feel like they're just kind of spooky, make sure you use something that is silent. Don't use rattles, because I think rattles, we went through different scenarios. I mean, like everything that day. And so we started switching to plastic. And of course, when you got the sun coming out, the rattle seemed to work, because that was in what was, I was using flash too with my jerk baits. The minnows were just underneath the surface there, so. But when they seemed to shut down, they preferred something silent. They were getting spooky with rattles. When all else fails, go silent, go downsize a little bit. Apparently that's probably what they were feeding on. Their food was just hiding in that grass, and they wanted something silent. So we used this, and we caught fish all day. They weren't easy, we had to work for it, but we caught quite a bit. So I hope this helps, guys. Leave a comment. Hope you like and subscribe. I can get some more of these videos done for you. If you guys are in tournaments, I can do all the work for you. Hit that bell too. You get notifications if you want to know what's going on. All right, thank you.
You got hog, dude, don't you?
Yeah, I skipped it right up under there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, yeah.
You got a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like it. Dude, that sounded like it, man.
Get some fucking get it.
God. Dude.
God. Yes,
Dude. You got a...
I didn't like that Nico, right? Golly, we're gonna put that one in there. Holy. I didn't know what that was at first.
You gotta weigh that.
I didn't look at that. Perfect. Look how close.